It's out with the old and in with the old. We're here at Red River Restorations to check up on our windows. Let's take a look at the processes going on inside.
We are heading into the negative air room where Jesse and Alexis are working on our windows. The process of sanding and removing paint for about 48 windows can be long and tedious. But they do have a few tricks up their sleeve, including infrared paint removal. This little speed heater uses infrared heat to safely and quickly heat paint till it bubbles and releases from the wood. It can do this without heating it to the point of vaporization, which could cause trouble when working with lead paint. This whole process is being done in a special negative air room. This room pulls out and filters air that might be contaminated and pulls fresh air in. Jesse explains that before the sanding begins, the glass panes need to be removed.
We try to take the glass out first because the glass is going to be more brittle and sensitive to heat changes. So usually we get the glass out and then we'll go back and scrape it and everything.
Before caulk was invented, glass panes were held in and sealed with a glazing compound, which is a type of putty. To pull out the panes, this glaze needs to be removed, which is yet another sometimes difficult and sensitive process. The original panes on the O. Henry were held in with these little metal triangles and glaze. Although some of the windows were redone with staples or caulk throughout the O. Henry's life, most of them still have these metal pieces at regular intervals that our renovators must watch out for during the removal process. Eventually, the glaze and metal pieces are all removed from this window sash, and the pane can carefully be lifted out. Woe to the renovator who experiences a break at this point in the process. But they are experienced with delicate removals.
After the glass panes have been removed, it's time for a good cleaning. This is no regular wax on, wax off kind of scenario. The cleaning of the glass panes requires 3 key components, those being water, vinegar, and a straight edge razor. This process can be tedious, but some view it as therapeutic.
Some of the window panes being removed are original, and an old wavy type of glass, such as shown here at Alexis's workstation. The O. Henry has enough history that not all of the panes are these older types. Since older glassmakers had more variety in the thickness of glass due to their fabrication process, the O. Henry has a wide variety of differently sized panes. Our renovators will try to match them as closely as possible.
The wavy glass will often be much thinner than, say, I think this piece right here is a new piece. See how much thicker that is. Now, when we're doing a piece like this, we're going to say, like, okay, this is a really big piece of